Do you know that every loss you've taken in the market might be just another inducement trap? If you don't know this, you call it manipulation. But the banks use this in finding trading opportunities every day. They profit from you losing first. That is why in a few minutes I'm going to be teaching you how you can turn inducement and liquidity into your greatest ally rather than your enemy. So here are things you will learn in this video. I'm Victor Snow from Trading from the Soul, where smart money is simplified. If this helps, like and subscribe. So see this market structure: external structure, internal structure, break of market structure to the upside, and this is our demand zone here, right? And we want to trade from this level, and we are expecting market to come down to this level. But see what happens. Market makes another break of market structure, which gives us a new demand. Now we have what demand 1 to trade from and demand 2 to trade from. Ask yourself this question: which one of these guys is valid for you to trade from? If you choose number 2, then what will happen is you enter from this level to what's going to go to the upside for you, and what there is what a market failure, which will finally tap to this your demand 1 that you've been waiting for, and finally move to the upside. The relationship between this demand 2 and this demand 1 is what we call an inducement. I know someone who lost 15 trades in a row until I taught him this inducement trap, which is what inducement is, where market makers are designed to tempt traders into taking trades in wrong direction or timing. So we have a market movement to the downside, taking out this sell-side liquidity, giving off an external structure and internal structure here. I want you to answer which zone will tempt traders to what to first enter from. We have this zone, and that is an inducement zone. Can you see how market what tempted traders to enter from, wanted to go to the downside, what took them out, and finally tapped the main zone and what move rapidly to the downside. Banks do this because they want to take out your trades first before their large orders can be filled in. That is, they actually need those your orders for them to have a successful trade. I want you to picture them as professional magician. They use one hand to distract you while the main trick happens in the other hand. So you need to know now, the market is not your friend at all. There's a battle ongoing in the market every single day. The banks don't just aim to win, they aim to trick you, think that you're winning first. That's why learning inducement and liquidity is non-negotiable. So the question here is, how can we know the valid zone to trade from? That's why we have able to map out this rule for us, which rule 1 is, for a zone to be regarded as a valid zone to trade from, it must contain an imbalance of price. An imbalance refers to a situation where there is an unequal distribution between the buyers and sellers, resulting to one-sided movement. Look at this whole structure now. You can see where there is an imbalance, this particular zone. Can we see this level here now? The buyers took control, and what the sellers, there was an equal distribution, like the sellers balanced the buyers before the one-sided movement. That means that this thing is a balanced price action. Take a look at this second structure here. These are the buyers now, and look at the sellers now. The answer is, there an equal distribution between the buyers and sellers before this one-sided movement to the upside? The answer is no, which makes here an imbalanced price action. So trading from here is a bad idea, and trading from here is a good idea because of there are more orders sitting here, and this levels becomes our inducement zone, and we make this level that it just created for us an inducement zone for us. We're gonna enter from here, top loss below this level. Picture this as a phone store in your neighborhood just announced a buy one and get one for free sale for each phone for just a day. Early in the morning, a group of people rushes to the shop and bought as many phones as they can. In the afternoon, the shop is now overwhelmed with so much. They ain't that much phones to meet their demand. There are not much phone currently on ground to fill, and there are currently more buyers on ground to buy. That is what exactly happens in trading now. So it means that if probably the phone store later in the future is not just probably the following day brings back those phones, there will be so many people to buy from that phone store, which will push the price to the upside. That is exactly what happens in trading. This single trick right here makes predicting tricks look like cheating. So someone watching me will ask, if it does know, is this same imbalance the same with our normal imbalance we do have? The answer is what? No. This is called imbalance in candle, and this is called imbalance in market structure. So let's take a look at this example. A current take out of this sell side liquidity, external and internal liquidities in the market. The order flow of this chart is bearish. So the question here is, how are we going to trade something like this? So we have this zone mapped out to trade from. Market was tapped into this particular zone, and certain traders make their entry and stop loss above this level, and let's see how their trade will go. Can you see, after market tapped this particular price level, can you see a rapid market movement to the downside, guys? Ask yourself, how did this set of people come about this particular trade? It's because of here contains an imbalance in price. Let's eliminate this now. Here, this zone here, is it balanced or imbalanced? The answer is what? It is balanced, because of this zone tapped this zone before moving to the downside. So it is a bad idea to trade from. Then what of this zone here? Is it balanced or imbalanced? The answer, it is what? Balanced, because of before market moved to the downside, it first tapped this level here, which makes it a bad idea to trade from. Then finally this zone here, is it balanced or imbalanced? Answer is what? It is imbalanced, because of there weren't any tap before it finally moved to the downside. That is why the set of traders decided to enter from this zone, because of that same concept of buy phone buy and sell that I taught you. You know that there are many sellers remaining here, that if market enter here, the market will move rapidly to the downside. This trick I'm teaching you makes predicting trades feel like cheating. And also, this is to tell you that not every trade in the market must have an inducement zone. Did this trade have an inducement zone? The answer is no. I know that every mentor out there will be shouting, wait for inducement zone, wait for inducement, wait for inducement zone. If you follow what they are saying, this will make you want to force inducement zone. You'll be finding inducement zone where there is not. To master inducement and liquidity, you don't need to follow the crowd. Rather, you study the crowd to know where not to follow. You know, Jim Rohn will say that unsuccessful people are unwilling to do what successful people are willing to do. Another mistake I see unsuccessful traders make is that they don't apply this in case of transactional liquidities. Now, what I mean by transactional liquidity is it is the kind of structures created before a major break of market structure. So this here is a major break of market structure. These guys you're seeing here are transactional liquidities. There are transactions going on before markets advance to the upside. So this movement from here to here is our transaction liquidity, and we can see that we also have a mini micro break of market structure going on here now. So in this case scenario, let's eliminate the same process. Is this guy balanced or unbalanced? It is balanced. A bad idea to trade from. Is this guy balanced or unbalanced? This guy is unbalanced, because of this guy didn't tap here before moving to the upside, so which is a good idea to trade from. Good. What we'll do is we'll map out this guy. And another mistake I see traders make is they don't cover the liquidity to the downside, and the remaining zone upwards will be known as our inducement zone. You put your entry here, stop loss below here, market will definitely tap you before finally going to the upside. That is to let you know that you don't win by doing more trades, you win by doing the right trades. Imagine knowing where the market is going next. This next trick I'm teaching you next turned my losses to wins overnight. This is what how I get a higher probability trading zone. Give this video a like and subscribe if you're getting value from this video. So how I get a high probability trading zone is what I must wait for a trendline liquidity at that our inducement zone we talked about. So this is what I mean by a trendline liquidity. Before retail traders do wait for what we call a trendline, a first touch, a second touch, and they believe what the third touch market will bounce off of it. Why this traditionally worked, currently it doesn't work in the market. What will happen is what we'll try to buy just stop loss below here, and what finally market what will take them out. So that is what we wait for in the market, a trend line liquidity, which what our buyers will be waiting for in these lows now. And once this takeout they have been taken out, what then they will still rush thinking that it is a sell in the market, which will fool our shoes now. Their sales will fuel price action to this our entry, which will finally take us to the upside. It's finally taking them out. So this is what I mean, my inducement zone, then the trend line liquidity here. That is what I look out for. Just so you know, liquidity is like water in a river. The flow of the water in the river determines how far your boat can travel. Without enough water in the river, your boat will get stuck. Similarly, without liquidity, our trade will find it impossible to move to the upside. So this is the whole rules we talked about in this video. Let's try to put this in live price. So this is 1 hour time frame of Eurusd-Gbpusd. So here is our rules here now. So number one is get your valid zone to trade from. Our first zone we're looking at is what balance. This guy is balanced out of this next level, and the only valid zone we have is this level, which is unbalanced. Why? Because before this market movement to the upside, this guy didn't tap this level. Can you see it is unbalanced? What I'll do is I'll map out this zone here, and we cover the liquidity what to here, and that is we've completed number one, right? Give me a thumbs up if you're following up. Number two is make your invalid zone your inducement zone. So what I mean is what these invalid zones upwards now, we're gonna make them our inducement zone, which will have this guy here. That's how we get our inducement zone. So I'll go ahead and check number two. Then number three, what we'll have is look for your trendline liquidity around your inducement zone. How can you find your trendline liquidity? Help me find it. If you mapped it out like this, you got it right. Another thing I want to talk about is it is best to map out to your trendline liquidity from the week. That's use the week throughout, first week, second week, for third week, rather than what mapping it out like this from the body. I'll go ahead and check number three. I will patiently wait for my entry right here, then I'll put my stop loss below here, and my take profit level going target this highs in the market. Let's see how the trade unravels for us. Okay, seems as if we are going to the upside, but you have to be patient enough to wait for market. Okay, we are coming down. Can you see market just took out our inducement zone and tapped our entry level? Can we see? Fine, good. And can you see a full market movement to the upside? That is a 1:4.5 risk to reward ratio, guys. The market punishes the impatient. You have to be patient for this, and rewards the observant trader. It tests the disciplined trader. Want my quick advice? Be all three of them. All this to show you that trading is not all about making money. It is proving to yourself that you can be able to navigate one of the world's most competitive arena. Imagine this feeling of watching the markets play out exactly how we predicted. You are not chasing, you are leading. You know, Jim Rohn will say that don't wish it were easy, wish that you were stronger. And that's what this video is: being stronger, being unstoppable, being sharper, and being better. And now this is my challenge for you. I want you to watch your markets from now till the coming weeks. Watch out the places you think the market is laying these traps for you that you would have actually entered from, and leave a comment about it at the comment section. Here I will try my best to reply all comments. And if this video helped, give me a like and a subscribe. Want to watch more about inducement and liquidity and the smart money trading? Click on this video in your screen.